Many people talk about generational trauma, which is the trauma that's handed down from one generation to others. It absolutely exists in the Black community. But in this moment, I want to talk about generations of Black trauma, where each successive generation of Black people has experienced its own painful events that shape the way they see the world. For my parents' generation, their trauma included segregation and integration. Recently, I had an opportunity to meet with several women in their 70s, and they began telling me about desegregating their local schools. By the way they expressed their pain and anger, it was hard to believe that had happened over 65 years ago. That's trauma, and it never really was dealt with. In the same way, I can remember sitting at home with my family watching Roots and all the atrocities that were committed against the slaves. Yet the next day going to school and the white kids making fun of me saying I was a slave too. It was trauma that I never even shared with my parents. And so once again, it was not dealt with. And for our children's generation, millions of them watched a Black man being murdered on camera by a police officer. And that's trauma too. Too often, we dismiss our own pain, while the broader community looks at trauma in general while overlooking the Black experience. So what do we do about it? It's time to be unapologetic about acknowledging and addressing our generations of Black trauma.